Hello, this is John Bohan of Baseball Me Love. In this segment, we'll be showcasing the Division I college pitchers of the week for the period of May 8th, 2017 through May 14th, except for the America East and SWAC, which are always a day off. Actually, this week we do not have the Ivy League and Patriot League. They had already finished the regular season and are in conference tournaments. The SWAC had played their regular season. They finished, and they're also conference tournaments, but they did not release their final player of the week, and they did release conference team and player of the year, however. And also this week we have two players that earned their fourth award. Starting off with the America East Conference, they selected Connor Johnson of the Maine Black Bears. The junior right-hander picked up the win out of the bullpen in a 7-5 victory over UMass Lowell. He pitched 3 innings, giving up no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 2. The American Athletic Conference selected Peter Strzelecki of the South Florida Bulls. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 2-0 shutout against UConn, going 9 innings and gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 8. The Atlantic 10 Conference selected Tim Brennan of the St. Joseph's Hawks. The sophomore right-hander pitched a complete game, 4-1 victory over Dayton, with 9 innings pitched to give up 8 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and he struck out 7. He had also earned the award in Week 4. The Atlantic Coast Conference selected Tyler Holton of the Florida State Seminoles. The sophomore left-hander pitched a complete game, 4-0 shutout against Wake Forest, going 9 innings and gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 9. He'd also earned the award in Week 2, Week 3, and Week 7. The Atlantic Sun Conference selected Logan Gilbert of the Stetson Hatters. The sophomore right-hander pitched a complete game, 2-1 victory over North Florida. He went 9 innings, giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 6. He had also earned the award in Week 8. The Big Ten Conference selected Oliver Jaski of the Michigan Wolverines. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 2-0 victory over Purdue. He went 6 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 6. He'd also earned the award in Week 2 and last week. The Big 12 Conference selected 2 players, Casey Ford of the Kansas State Wildcats and Troy Montemayor of the Baylor Bears. Freshman right-hander Ford picked up the win in a 10-3 victory over Kansas. Going 7 innings, he gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 3. And junior right-hander Montemayor made 3 appearances out of the bullpen and earned 2 saves against Oklahoma State. His combined pitching line showed 4 innings, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 3. The Big East Conference selected Zach Prendergast of the Seton Hall Pirates. The senior right-hander pitched a no-hitter, 1-0 victory over Villanova. He went 9 innings with no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 10. The performance garnered national attention. He had also earned the award last week. The Big South Conference selected Colton Rendon of the Winthrop Eagles. The freshman right-hander picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over Campbell. He went 7 innings giving up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 9. The Big West Conference selected Justin Mullins of the UC Davis Aggies. The senior right-hander picked up the win in a 2-0 victory over UC Riverside. Going 8 1/3 innings, he gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 6. The Colonial Athletic Association selected Bailey Ober of the College of Charleston Cougars. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 3-1 victory over 13th ranked Arizona. Going 9 innings, he gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 13. The performance also garnered national attention. Conference USA selected Tyler Giovanni of the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 5-0 shutout against Charlotte, going 9 innings. He gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 7. The Horizon League selected Easton Roadhouse of the Valparaiso Crusaders. The freshman right-hander made 2 appearances out of the bullpen and earned a save against Milwaukee and picked up a win against UIC. His combined pitching line showed 4 1/3 innings pitched, giving up only 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 7. The Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference selected Tom Cosgrove of the Manhattan Jaspers. The junior left-hander pitched a complete game, 2-0 shutout against Canisius. Went 7 innings, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 10. The Mid-American Conference always select 2 players. They selected Dizon Cole of the Central Michigan Chippewas and Tom Coletti of the Ohio Bobcats. Cole is a sophomore right-hander representing the West Division. He made 2 starts with a no decision in a 4-3 victory over Michigan and picked up the win in a 15-0 victory over Toledo. His pitching line against Michigan showed he went 3 innings, giving up no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 1. And against Toledo, he went 7 innings, giving up 6 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 3. And Coletti is a senior right-hander representing the East Division. He picked up the win in a 3-0 victory over Buffalo, going 6 innings. He gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 6. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference selected Aubrey McCarty of the Florida A&M Rattlers. The junior right-hander, DH, picked up the win in an 8-1 victory over North Carolina A&T, going 6 innings. He gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 3. He also earned the award for his hitting in Week 4. The Missouri Valley Conference selected Zach Lewis of the Wichita State Shockers. The senior right-hander pitched a complete game, 6-0 shutout against Evansville. Pitching 9 innings, he gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 8. The Mountain West Conference selected Mark Nowachewski of the Nevada Wolfpack. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 4-1 victory over UNLV, going 9 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and he struck out 5. He'd also earned the award in Week 9 and Week 10. The Northeastern Conference selected Mark Buwecki of the Wagner Seahawks. The senior right-hander pitched a complete game, 5-2 victory over Central Connecticut, going 9 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and he struck out 3. He had also earned the award in Week 3 and Week 9. The Ohio Valley Conference selected Kyle Klotz of the Belmont Bruins. The sophomore right-hander made 6 appearances out of the bullpen and picked up a win against Southeast Missouri. Combined, he went 10 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and he struck out 10. The Pacific 12 Conference selected Noah Bremer of the Washington Huskies. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 4-0 shutout against Arizona State. He went 9 innings, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 10. The Southeastern Conference selected Alex Lang of the Louisiana State Tigers. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 4-0 shutout against 13th ranked Auburn. He pitched 9 innings, giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 9. The Summit League selected Reed Fanenstein of the North Dakota State Bison. The senior right-hander pitched a complete game, 8-0 shutout against Western Illinois, going 9 innings. He gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 4. The Sun Belt Conference selected Annie Argelis of the South Alabama Jaguars. The freshman left-hander picked up the win out of the bullpen in a 7-6 victory against 10th-ranked LSU. Going 6 1/3 innings, he gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 8. The Southern Conference selected Will Gaddis of the Furman Paladins. The junior right-hander picked up the win in an 8-2 victory over VMI. He went 8 innings, giving up 4 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 6. The Southland Conference selected Mike Hanchar of the Nichols Colonels. The senior left-hander pitched a complete game, 3-0 shutout against New Orleans. Plus, he came out of the bullpen against Jackson State. His pitching line against New Orleans was 9 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and striking out 6. And in his relief appearance, he went 1 1/3 innings, giving up no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 1. He had also earned the award in Week 2. The West Coast Conference selected Corey Abbott of the Loyola Marymount Lions. The junior right-hander pitched a complete game, 4-0 shutout against Gonzaga. He went 9 innings, giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 12. He had also earned the award in Week 6, Week 9, and Week 11. And the Western Athletic Conference selected Jacob Howard of the Northern Colorado Bears. The senior right-hander made an appearance out of the bullpen and picked up the win, and made 2 appearances out of the bullpen and picked up a win and a save against UT Rio Grande Valley. This combined pitching line showed 4 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 3. As always, you can find each of these players individually on my blog, Baseball Me Love. Until next time, this is John Bohan.